Hello, and welcome. We are here to celebrate and learn about Virgo, and it's Virgo season still. Virgos, you've been having your birthday season, and it's great. I hope you've really been enjoying it. I hope you've been learning a lot, pushing forward, growing at the pace that is best for you. You know that, okay? You may feel like you're doing the long haul, doing the long truck here, but it's going to be for a great purpose. Things are going on right now. Virgo, I can tell you that, you don't even know the depths of the goodness that's coming for you. So on that note, let's go ahead and pull some underlying energy, over and under, inner and outer, as within, so without, higher and deeper, as I always like to say. Virgo energy right after this full moon in Pisces. Pisces and Virgo are connected through, I think, like Neptune energy. Okay, this is a runaway card. Something's getting away with us. Remember who you are. You are a powerful, loving, creative child of God. You are very loved. I love this because it's like a lot of my message anyway. Telling people you are empowered. You have the divine inside of you. Remember who you are. Remember who you are in the 5D, as people like to say. Got my sparkling water. Let's take some moon energy as well. I'm very connected to my moon. I'm a Cancer sun sign and a moon sign, so that's why I love to do the moon sign energies for you guys. Pretty much every single read. So yeah, there is this sense that we've been trucking, that you have been trucking on and on. And is it ever going to stop? Don't think that way. Don't let yourself go through even the follow through of thinking that way anymore. This is your mentality. A win-win outcome is in the forecast. You're a winner. You make positive choices. You follow through. You have positive thoughts. You have positive emotions surrounding your positive thoughts. You are working all together. Everything that you do is working together for a reason. It's deeper than you even knew you were. Life is deeper than we know we are. We are deeper than we know we are. We are connected. This is all about our connection. This time for us is all about our connection to the divine. Knowing that we have been on the right path when we didn't even know it, in a way, and that these are all the things we had to do, not very many, to change. I mean, yes, change is hard, but sometimes it's just changing your thoughts about something can really greatly, immensely help you. So changing your thought to this win-win outcome, this win-win forecast, always, everything is always working out for your highest good. Should be it's a very Virgoan mantra. Everything is always working out. Only right intention is happening in my life at any given time. Everything works out for a reason. It's to show me something. If I don't like it and I don't think I want it, well, it's something I need to be shown. That's why I try to stay on track. So those little tower moments are small. You know what I mean? It's like Lao Tzu, take care of things when they are small before they get big, and then you won't have to, it's not a headache. Yeah, paraphrasing. Anyway, so let's get in here, okay? So, got some underlying energies here. Okay. Whoa. Okay, so yeah, there's a lot of change because we know that we can tell that we're learning a lot, we're growing a lot, we're making a lot, we're overcoming a lot. I feel like we're overcoming some things that have been like in the distant past. Like we didn't listen to ourselves, we made mistakes, we know we did wrong. Whatever happens in the past though, you got to keep on going. You got to kind of be like, you know what, learn, live, love, forgive, move on. And I think you're doing a really good job of that. It's a fine line because you still have to protect yourself. You have to be very balanced. You have to protect yourself enough, but you also have to put yourself out there enough. You know what I mean? You have to work on yourself enough, but you also do have to give. It's just one of those things. Like, what are you bringing to the table at any given second of any given day? I mean, we're all the total package. We're all this and that. Any person would be, lucky to be with us. We can tell ourselves these things all day, but when it comes down to it, how we actually show up, if we're overworked and underfed and underhydrated and underrested, you're going to be a monster. You're going to be hard to deal with, and nobody wants that. So I'm seeing that there has been some blockages. There has been a lot of really just overwhelming sense of being stuck here, stuck with something, stuck to something, whether it's a relationship or a way of acting within the relationship. A certain feeling about the relationship just wouldn't go away, something like this. But we're trying to heal from that. We are healing from that, and it all has to do with the work that we're putting in. Surprise, surprise. It always comes down to the work. Just skip to the good parts. Do the work. Remember that you're here to do the work. And when you're doing the work, that's when you always will win. You always get the win-win outcome. Okay? So let's jump right in here. Again, we're not going to make these super long. These are for, Virgo, sun sign, moon sign, ascendant, rising, Taurus, Jupiter, I don't care, Mercury. Anybody who's a cross watcher or anybody who just happens to want to watch this video, welcome. I hope you can get something from this. And I know that if you're open-minded and open-hearted, then you will. Okay, so maybe something that we have been dealing with has been exacerbated by the fact that, something about work. We've been working either really, really hard. It's been taking a lot of our energy. I mean, as Virgo usually likes to work hard, so it's not like anything new, but it's almost like you kind of just don't care anymore what people think, and you're really starting to work on things that you need to, because it's almost like, okay, it's obvious that we need to do some work. It's obvious. It's front card out of the gate, death card. You know what I mean? Like let's just be clear here. But then you just are working through these things. You're slow but steady. You're good at that. Like tidying up this area of my life, tidying up this area of your life. And you know that this area of your life needs attention. So you need to go ahead and go deep. It's all about the healing. Go into this healing. Do my program. It's free right now on YouTube. Okay, it might not stay free forever, but this is all about what you need to do so that you can stop living in the past. You need to live in the now. You need to recognize your power. You need to know the laws and the rules of how things work so that you can play by the right rules. Okay, coming into our own with this thinking. You're the leader, walking through the thoughts, taking yourself through the thoughts, taking yourself through the visualizations, taking yourself through the emotions, adding those emotions, putting those emotions in the mix. This is all the secrets, Then you follow through the actions. Bam. It's all very consecutive. It's all very concise. It all starts up here. Is it the right thing, though? Make sure that, I always say this, make sure that you're trying to get whatever you're trying to get, whatever you're trying to do, make sure it's the right thing, or else just wait until you're sure. It's a very easy way. It's like, is it a fuck yeah, or is it if it's not a fuck yeah, it's a fuck no. Sorry to those of you who don't like cussing, but we are working with the truth now. Once you're working with the truth, everything changes. If you don't feel like you're there yet, you will be soon. You can work on this. All you need to do is follow this. Follow what works. Follow what makes sense. Follow what feels good. Follow the bliss. Follow what you're intrigued with. If there's a feeling that feels weird, or like it needs your attention, or just like if you're angry or upset, or even if you don't even know how to explain it. A lot of people have taken these days to just saying, I'm feeling some type of way. And I love that, because it's a way of saying that you are not feeling right. Something's wrong, but you just don't know exactly what it is. It's just a very easy and concise way to say that. Feeling some type of way, And every time we go through these processes, we start feeling a certain way, and then we learn something, and then we grow, and then you have to keep on going through this stuff. You can't gloss over any parts of your life and try to just make it all about the show and all of this, because that's just going to leave you empty. This is about the real relationship. This isn't about the ring. This isn't about the wedding. Okay. This isn't about having a status of being married, changing your name, whatever. No, this is about the love and the growth and the actual workings day to day of the relationship. Is it helping you? Is it supporting you? Are you supporting it? Flip everything. We flip the switch here. Remember? See the shadow work and the inner child healing, the switch work playlist, or just get my program. Either way, email me at claireberry@gmail.com. Lots of healing going on though. Seriously. Like, you're in it for the long haul. I feel like your mindset is right, is that you know that maybe the things that you've been doing lately maybe weren't the right things, or the things that your person, like, you just guys haven't necessarily been in the right spot. But that doesn't mean that the relationship necessarily needs to fully end. Like, you can stay friends, or you can become maybe back together, but you know that it's about the long haul. And that's kind of where your mind is at. It's just kind of balancing, again, that daily, balancing the daily grind with, everything you want to do in life, and not letting the daily grind kind of put out the fire in your heart or in your eyes, the sparkle in your eyes, and on a daily basis. Still being yourself, celebrating your love. This life, we're made to be blissed out. And when we're healed, when we're rested, when we're taking care of ourselves, we're eating high fiber foods, high water foods, we're staying hydrated, we're, like I said, having enough rest, getting grounded with the earth, spirituality, doing forgiveness, doing the shadow work. Like, when all of this stuff is combined and working in cohesion together, it's just like amazing, and it feels great. You just want to like dance and float away, and it's like, wow, and everybody has their own, what that picture is going to look different for every person. That's what's the beauty of it, because we are our own creators. And that's why when we do the shadow work, sometimes people talk about shadow work in the inner child healing, and they're like, oh, it's this way. But it's kind of like one of those things when you first start learning about like narcissists or something, and you're like, oh, well, they say narcissists all do this, and it gets become this big thing. Like, everybody says narcissist has to do that. And it's like, no, they don't have to. That's just kind of a common myth, just like a misconception that people have. Like, they don't all do that. That's just one type of narcissist or something, just as an example. But we are delving deep, and it's going to look differently for everybody. But we all go to our past. We all take care of our past. We go through, we check off the erroneous thoughts, the erroneous assumptions, erroneous beliefs, why we came to that, heal up the reasoning. There's some reason why it wasn't healed, and that's what we're dealing with. That way we can move forward and attract better things to us in the future. It's all part of the law of attraction. Okay, it's a beauty of life. It is life. This is creation. The law of attraction is just a way to say that's how things are created. They're planned, they're seen, they're felt, they were believed, and then there's the follow through. But it always starts with the idea, putting the idea, visualizing how it would work, thinking about it first, thinking it all the way through to where you really start to get excited. You really start to think this could really, really work. This just might be crazy enough to work. You know what I mean? And then if it's crazy enough that it seems like it actually might work, that it's believable, then you get to move on. Then you get to take it to the action phase, to make it part of your life, to follow through, be that person that does that thing that you thought you wanted. Now you are that person. Congratulations, you did it. You've mastered and manifested with the law of attraction. Well, like I said, we're doing it. You're doing it. You're actually doing it regardless. But if you're doing it intentionally or not, it's like breathing. I can breathe all day, but am I breathing shallow? Am I breathing not well? I can breathe in a meditative way, and it's so much better for me. It's better for my abdominals. It's better for every cell in my body. It's just better, And that's the way when you're conscious and going through life, it's just better. You are literally moving. You just don't know your power. Remember who you are. You're freaking powerful. You are freaking powerful. Look at this glow. Glowing with this inner light, the inner from the outer. You are divine, and it comes to you from the collective, from the source energy. You create, you are given the powers because you are made in the image, sort of thing. Don't underestimate what is going on around you. Don't underestimate that every little thing, every little annoyance, every little bug, every little thing that happens to you, like all the annoyances in life, all of the good things, it's all something that is meant to be for a reason, for some reason. It's there for you. And when you start to realize that, you really start to change your life. Your whole life will feel completely different. Because you will get the good, you'll get the signs, you'll be moving on, you'll be like just making so much progress. And it feels so good when you get somewhere, and you're able to say, yes, I did that. We got here. Look how beautiful it is here. You know what I mean? It's so different. You carried it with you. You did it. You're doing it right now. And this whole, the whole process that we've been talking about really is just going to bring you, when you've got all of this stuff going on for yourself, and you're doing the understanding, and you're doing the shadow work, and you're doing the inner child healing work, you're taking those steps, you're having those, maybe it's a long night, maybe it's a sleepless night, maybe it's a really bad night, something brought up and you had to work through it, and you can see the other side is only going to bring you closer to everything that you want, especially your love. And if you're here as a twin flame watching this, you know who you are as well. This is like a special message to you, saying that, it's a win-win too. So that's a matchup. That's a, you're both winning right now. You're both leveling up, because as within, so without. And now that you've been doing the work for a little while, he's right there on that level with you. And always remember, he is, if he's your person, or he or she or whoever, I'm just talking about him as the more masculine energy that wouldn't necessarily be checking out this video, as we say. But it's about like I said, just when you're showing up for yourself, when you're doing these things for yourself, when you're making that change, he's going to sense that from your energy, even if you're not talking. He's going to sense it. It's going to affect him. He's going to want to he's going to have that urge to do the very same thing, because you guys are so deeply connected. It's deep, okay? And it's only getting deeper. There's a lot of love here. I feel like there's a lot of history. Even if you've just met each other, you feel like you've just kind of known each other, like maybe you've been through things before together, and you have to, the whole thing is about how to balance out this crazy feeling. And that's why coming into all of this knowing and this understanding about what a twin flame truly really is so important, because it makes sense of it all. Why was I so crazy about it? Why did we feel so strongly about this, and why do we make those decisions? It just helps to understand the confusion, because when society's telling you one thing, and then your heart is telling you and your soul is telling you another thing, it's easy for people to steer you. Even just going a little bit off course over time can really throw you off, where you really want to be and what you really want to be manifesting. So this is coming into our own. This is knowing that your connection is deeper. This is really kind of truly finding out that your partner is here. They're here for the long run, I feel like, and they're going to be here. And you're starting to understand that. And this may not be necessarily a relationship. This could be showing up for yourself. This could be a work thing, however it manifests for you, a best friend, a friendship, whatever. But this person's going to be there for you. It doesn't have to be sexual here. I'm not getting that. It's more of this bond is really being cemented. It's being smoothed out and kind of ironed out, and really to just solid and shiny, and knowing for sure, everybody knows now, everybody knows at this point, after, like I said, whatever has been going on, and the growth, and now the things that you're looking forward to. You're whole new people, and you just are going to do nothing but keep on moving forward as well, and just reveling in each other. You're not even going to care what's going on, because you're so excited about what you're starting to build. People can talk, people can say whatever, but this is your life, and you set the intention. If you set the intention to listen to naysayers, if people are saying, oh, well, what about this? What about that? Why would you want to do this? And they're stomping on your dreams. You're not going to let that happen, because you can't. because you need to protect that dream. If you're going to get anywhere, if you're going to keep on making this great progress, which you are, you're just going to keep on making sure and protecting these thoughts. This is why, like I said, you make sure you're watching the right shows that are really resonating with you and that make you feel good. You know what I mean? Make sure that you're hanging out with the right people. Whatever you surround yourself, even the music and the songs and the house, your house, like the feng shui of your house, all of it. The words we speak to each other, it all really matters. It's all so powerful for what we're manifesting. So just knowing that and just sitting back, and it's not necessarily about, I got to change. Just the recognition of that and the knowing and the thinking that it's true, believing that it's true. More swords, walking forward, really rushing through with this and taking a leap and saying, yeah, I'm doing this. We're making it happen, and getting your mind right. I mean, it's the first step. And, we go through the first step again and again on many different levels. So I think that I'm going to wrap it up here. Yeah, we're definitely looking at good times ahead. You're looking at a nice, stable, balanced, which of course is very good for Virgo, but you're still going to be able to have that passion and that zest for life while you are, really creating you're just coming into your own again as a manifestor. You're learning these lessons, you're doing these things, and your partner, your partner is doing these things and you're bringing you into it. And you're affecting your partner, you're affecting everybody. You're affecting the whole entire world. The work you do, like I said, and on so many levels, it's going to affect when you do the shadow work, when you do the inner child healing work, when you learn more about the law of attraction and the rules and laws of the universe, it can only get better. This is why you're only getting a win-win. You're able to manifest great things, not only for your passionate, steamy love life, not only for, your mind and have a clarity of mind, and not only to have a great body, and not only to have your finances right, and a great social life and all of this stuff. It's it all comes together. And it's about being a genuine person, which Virgo really resonates with. And your genuine nature, I think, really helps other people to kind of be a little bit, remember who you are. I'm getting this vibe that we're all a little bit freaky, We have two sides to us. The Virgo has the virgin, but the Virgo's not just the virgin. The Virgo is the other side of that, and it's encompassing all of it, and it's being a little bit freaky sometimes. I'm getting this flare, not in necessarily a kinky way or anything like that, but I'm just saying you are just letting your freak flag fly in one way, shape, or form. You maybe always have, you maybe always will, whether you're eccentric in this way or that way. You have different thoughts, different feelings, different goals for life, and that's great because you have, you feel that difference. You are different because you're here to lead, and you're here, you're powerful, you're loving, you're creative, and you are a child of God. You are working for the universe, basically. You are highly favored because you are powerful. And again, it's when you help others, then you help yourself. So again, that's why we have a win-win, because our intentions are pure and we are wanting what's best for everyone. And we're actively following through with making sure that, that happens as much as possible. And just knowing that when you love yourself, that's what you're going to get. You're going to get the good, positive outcomes at every single turn. And teach others how to do that as well. Because so many people are just victims of their circumstance, or so they think. But part of this whole moon, this full moon, and this whole summer and everything has been us coming into this knowing even deeper, this knowing who we are. And it's just come it's settling in. It's really settling in deep that we're very powerful, beings. I'm feeling a lot of other people talk about this as well. And it's just we're empowering ourselves with all of this energy, with all of this education, information that's out here in this information age. Everybody's learning, new things, and we're able to share, we're able to disseminate, we're able to get to the truth of the matter, a little bit easily. And so everything changes when you stick with who you are, when you have a very firm foundation in who you are and what you will and will not do, and what you are and are not focused on. when you kind of claim your power as well. So, you are amazing. You are divine, sweet child of God, child of the universe. You are so powerful. You can really create a lot of change in this world, especially if you're here for good. So shake it up, baby. Shake it up. Stay grateful. And again, take care. Stay tuned. I will be having more videos coming soon. Thanks.